When I got off the bus, I seen pilgrims. Hey y'all, it's me, J.ashley, and I'm back with another video. So I know y'all already seen these earrings before, but look at it though, like together. That shit fire. The press-ons, baby, some XLs, and they were $10. Who, baby? Bougie on a budget. That's me. You feel me? So I'm here to. Oh yeah, and I did the frontal. The frontals by me too. I mean, I gotta have my lace right here, but you feel me? Like, I'm getting better. The wig by Amazon. It was $186. This is 26 inches. Getting to it. But today I'm gonna tell my story time on how I was stranded in Indiana. Like, let me see who this is. There was somebody calling me from a 1-800 number. The bill collectors, I be answering and I be banging the phone because what the hell do y'all want? But anyways, let me take my phone off the ringer because it's going to distract me. So we going to get into the story. I know my camera be overheating, so I'm going to just get straight into it. So unfortunately, there's been like a bad recession with the clubs. And like I told y'all, I moved back home. So I went to try to audition for clubs out here and they're just not hiring. But this was this was May. But this is before I kind of really was hip that there's really a recession going on, like, you feel me? So I went to the clubs out here. I went to a couple. They all had different, and I just didn't have time. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just go where I usually go, where I know I can make a bag, run it up real quick. So I ended up flying to the D, found me a little cheap ticket. Boom, I flew to the D. So I was staying with this dude that told me, oh, if you give me 30, 40, mind you, if you give me $30 a day, you can stay with me. Mind you, I'm a real ass B word. So you asking me for 30, if I'm making breach, I'ma just, you know, respectfully, because it's your crib, it's your everything. You know what I'm saying? That whole situation didn't work out. Niggas is weirdos. Niggas is whack. You feel me? I'm not no yes girl, unfortunately. So I was like, alright. So shorty, she's a weirdo. Like, so we just gonna call her weirdo. So I had hit weirdo to what was going on. And she was like, okay, well, it's not a problem. Just shoot down to Indy and we gonna get money there and we gonna come back to the D, because I was like, we could make money in the D, you feel me? And Indy's the neighboring town over. So it's like, I was already aggravated with the dude because he just kept throwing little jokes, little Boston jokes, and I just be getting tired of that. Like, let's talk something else. Like, I don't want to keep with the hoorah and the back and forth. Like, it gets old. Let's talk about something else. So I was already aggravated. He was acting like a little ass boy, and I don't do well with little ass boys. So weirdo's like, you know, just get a bus ticket, come down. I got a V. We had a little plan. We was gonna shoot to Miami. We just gonna get this bread. Like, I mean, I know it's dumb because I don't know her, but like when it comes to money stuff, sometimes in the dance world, like, you kind of like meet a chick real quick, get your quick bag, and like y'all might part ways. Y'all might speak, y'all might never speak again. You know, there's so many girls I clicked up with in the club for the night, got money with them, probably got their Instagram, got their number, or we just, you know what I'm saying? It was no hard feelings, but there was so many times in my life, in my stripper life, I clicked up with a chick just for that night or real quick, and we got a bag, and it was none more none less. So that's what I was getting. So weirdo, I told her, okay, I'm at the bus station. The next bus came at 5:45, so I'm like, all right, I'm finna just I'm getting on the bus now. I'm gonna call you when I get to Indy. Mind you, that was a 5-hour bus ride. I left at 5. I didn't get there till 10:45. So I'm on the bus now. I am a city girl. I'm not talking about city girl like city girl, Young Miami, Carisha. I'm from the city. Back when I was a jit, we used to walk to parties. When the bus used to be too cold, I I used to walk to meet my friends halfway. We will meet at stations, Forest Hills and Roxbury Crossing and Dudley and, you feel me, Ruggles. Wasn't so, the Midwest was just very different. Like I'm on, like, so the whole time, shout out to Big Sis Smiley, because she was with me, not with me physically, but she was with me the whole time, from when I got to Indy, from before that, the whole time. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna try to just take a nap. Mind you, the whole point of me going to the D, I just wanted to run up a quick little band, some quick bands real quick, so I could just give me a little car. Since I was like, I'm back home, you feel me, and I know I'm gonna need one. You know, just get me back on my feet. Like I said, I just moved back from Texas, so I was like, you know what, it's nothing. So now, I'm looking out the window, and I'm like, yo, what the is this? Like, we went to Toledo. Toledo was the first stop, because you know Greyhound have stops. It was like 4 stops. When I got to Toledo, I was like, okay, Toledo is right there from D, and I've been to Toledo before, so I was like, I be weirded out by Ohio. I'm not really a big fan of the Midwestern look, like the country shit. Like, I'm just, you feel me? Like, it's different strokes for different folks, but that for me was just, it was shell shocking. So I'm like, okay, you know what, whatever. So I'm on the phone with my sis. I'm like, yo sis, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm scared to death. Like, just the way Ohio looked. And then we had the next stop, I think it was Cincinnati. Did we stop in Cincinnati? I can't remember. It don't even matter. All the fact of the matter is, like, it would be like one house, a tractor, mad trees, mad space. So I'm on the phone with my sis. I kid you not. I'm on the bus. I'm leaning on the bus. I'm like, yo sis, this shit looks so scary. So I'm texting shorty, none of my, like, I had texted her one last thing and had delivered. I was like, is there any stripper stores out there, because I need some new fits and delivered. And then after that, none of my text messages was going through. So I'm like, you know, I'm not worried. Shorty probably, she told me she was going to work. I'm like, she's probably at work. She probably getting her bag. The phone probably died, and she's gonna charge it. She's gonna be at the station anyway, because I told her what time I'm getting there. So I'm texting this bitch. She's not responding. So sis is like, yo, is she? I'm like, bro, I'm keeping high hopes, but in my head, I already know this hoe is playing. So I'm like, okay. So now we reach Fort Wayne. And this is when I get to Indiana. Fort Wayne looked okay. It was just, to me, it was just like, this is just very different. This is country to me. This is like, what the fuck? Like, this is the movies. This is the shit I would watch when I was a jit. Like, damn, that's weird. Like, the scary movies and shit, and them weird ass movies that all took place in the Midwest. That's how it looked to me. So now I'm texting weirdo not responding. So I'm like, okay, you're fucking weird. That's the first thing that came to my head. You're weird as shit. Now it's like, all right, I'm low-key getting nervous, because this was a trip for money. So it was like, the goal was to get money. Like, you feel me? I had my couple dollars that I had made before I left, but it's like, okay. And mind you, I was supposed to do something, a music video in the D. That's why I went to the D. I was like, bro, I should have just never, I already knew midway when I was on the bus, I was like, I should have never left the D. And the reason why I was mad, because like, if it was earlier, I was just, fuck it, I just turn around, I pay for another bus ticket. But it was late. That was the last bus. So now I'm texting this hoe, she not responding. So now I get, you know what, okay, so I get to Indianapolis. I get off the bus. When I got off the bus, I seen pilgrims, Amish people, pilgrims. I seen that, scared the fuck. Don't ask me why it did, because I'm really not a punk ass bitch. But for some reason, to see Abraham Lincoln and a woman in a petticoat, and this is no disrespect to nobody culture, nobody none, but that scared the living crap out of me. I shit you not, bro. I was so scared, and I just like, I didn't know what to do. I was like, bro, I'm stranded. So I called my best. I'm crying. I said, Bess, I'm crying at the bus station. I said, Bess, I'm stranded. This hoe's not answering. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm in Indiana. There's buku crackheads. And mind you, the crackheads was running. Mind you, I had my little edge brush, so I had it in my bag. You know, I got the pointy thing. So I'm like, you know, if they try to... So I had to buck at one of the crackheads because he got too close. So not only did I see pilgrims, I seen crackheads. And them crackheads was a force to be reckoned with. Them is not no regular crackheads. Them is Midwestern crackheads. Them is bus station crackheads. There's different type of crackheads. But them is bus station. That mean... that mean they stay out there surviving. Okay? It's real. So now I'm crying. I'm asking people for help. Like, yo, so this lady, this nice lady that I was sitting next to on the bus, she was like, do you want me to give you a ride to the nearest hotel? I'm crying. I'm like, please. Like, I'm on the phone with my best. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I don't know what to do. So now I'm sitting in the hotel. I'm like, yo, I need a room. They told me their system was down. I'm like, yo, money is tight. I just wasted time coming here, and now I gotta go to another hotel. So I'm looking up hotels. I'm calling hotels. Now I'm mind you, I'm explaining this to everybody I'm seeing, like, you feel me? So the person who dropped me off, shout out to them. She had two kids. I was like, yo, thank you so much, because I'm in fucking Indiana. I never been to Indiana. I never in my life would ever say, hey, I'm going to Indianapolis, fucking Indiana. Okay? So now, I'm calling mad people. It's late. Nobody answering. I'm on the phone with my best friend. I get to the hotel. I'm crying in the fucking, I told the Uber driver what happened. He was like, yo, I'm so sorry this is happening to you. I'm going to just get where you need to get safe. Mind you, God is on my side. It's late. Indiana is a big city known for sex trafficking. I'm texting this weirdo ass bitch. She not responding. But I thought something happened to that hoe. I thought she was dead and or locked up. I kept saying, but bro, there's just no way you're just gonna block me on my way here. That hoe is weird. As a woman, I would never do that. I'd be real, like, you know, I actually don't want you to come down. And you know, like, maybe we should do it another time where I'm not comfortable, because anything, I would just prepare myself a little better. This hoe wanna block me midway of coming like a dumbass hoe. Like, why would you do that dumbass shit? I'm a woman at the end of the day. Anything could happen. Bitch, I'm not from fucking Indiana. Oh my God. So anyway. So now I'm in the hotel room crying. Alright, I get a room after crying and bawling for hours. So I'm in the room. I'm still crying because I'm traumatized. I don't even want to sleep because I'm not comfortable. So I slept a little bit. So now it's the next morning. Alright, boom. So I'm on the phone with my sis the whole time. So I'm looking up clubs to work at because I need some bread, bro. I need to get back to the D. So I get myself cute. You feel me? I have my little outfit on. Have my little bang wig. You know what I'm saying? I'm brainstorming what I should do because I'm dollying by myself, and I'm on the phone with sis the whole time. You know, she's working, so she just makes you checking up. You good, sis? You good, sis? But sis at work, so you know what I'm saying. But she still made sure I was good. So now I'm just like, okay, what I'm finna do? So I seen these oh my God, I'm so ghetto. These girls in the front, they were really, really nice. I was like, yo, do you know any strip clubs out here? And sis was a dancer, so she had just came back from Miami. You know, and she worked at the hotel, which I was a little nervous, not with her, but like, I'm like, damn, I have to leave my shit in this room, bro. And I really just don't even want to do that, bro. Like, I got a lot of stuff. Like, I was supposed to be gone for like at least 2 weeks to run up the bag real quick, and I was just like, you know, so this don't even make no sense. Like, so they was telling me Club Onyx, and I was asking, cause I'm the type of be like, yo, let me in, cause I'm from OT, I'm out of towner. I need y'all to scoop me in. So they had told me Onyx, so I ended up, I think Onyx opened at 3. Baby, I was in that Uber at 2:55. I'm going to Onyx. I need some money. Day shift. You feel me? So I get to Onyx. I'm like, is the manager here? They're like, the hiring manager not here. I said, okay. So I'm gonna wait. I was like, well, I'm gonna wait then. They said, okay. So I'm waiting. This weirdo nigga come in. He a trucker. Because the Midwest got all that trucking shit going on. So he a trucker. So he come in. And I was like, hey, are you the manager? He was like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. So hire me. He was like, I'm not the manager. Just playing. So to kill time, I was talking to him. Dude said he not a trick. He said chicks trick on him. He told me how he went to Illinois, almost got shot. I asked him if he could carry a firearm while he trucking. He said no. He was like one of them Lil Uzi Vert type of dudes. Like a little punk rock dude or something like that. Then boy then he was just like scoping me. He was like, yeah, man, you kind of thick. And I'm like, boy, what the f. Then I'm in my phone and I'm on my Instagram. I'm scrolling on my Instagram. He like, damn, you look good. He look good. I said, what are you doing all up in my jack? He nosy. So then he ended up he was like, I don't really use social media. I didn't want him on social media because he was weird. Like, oh my God, I've never been, like, Indiana since I got off the Greyhound. First of all, I wasn't even on the Greyhound. It was called the boat bus. They didn't even have a great, so I seen pilgrims. The crackheads tried to attack me. The damn hotel, the first one I went to in downtown Indianapolis, the system was down. I really feel like they was being racist, but then again, they wasn't, because these two chicks that came in was trying to book a room and they booked it through a third party and they had to switch reservations. So now I'm far away from Onyx. I'm like 20 minutes away. So I get to Onyx. The boy's weird. So they was like, okay, you got to audition. The audition hired me. They was like, well, you can't work today because something. So I forget the reason. I forget what Onyx said. I don't know what they said. So I started like crying because I'm like, how am I not able to work? And I just came here and I was the first person in that club. Mind you, Onyx was nice. The visual was nice. It was cool. But it was very empty that night. I mean, it's a recession, but like Indiana was, I will never go back there to dance. And then what made it worse, so now I'm outside. No, then they came back in the dressing room. They was like, okay, well, you could work today. Do you have 2 forms of ID? I'm like, no, but sex trafficking in Indiana is OD. Like, you need 2 forms of ID to dance. Like, there's just no way. So now I'm panicking. So I'm outside. I call my sister, start crying. I said, sis, I'm looking at a whole bunch of trucks, a whole bunch of space. So not only am I crying, I'm traumatized like a motherfucker because I've never been in no fucking Indiana. And I'm looking at the country and I'm looking on the map how far away I am from the city. Mind you, I'm like, yo, what am I gonna do, bro? So I'm crying, I'm out there. So this little Mexican guy, he said, he starts speaking Spanish to me. I'm like, no, I'm like, oh, not right now, bro. You feel me? Like, I'm like, yo, do you know any of the clubs? So they was like, no, you need. I was like, I don't have 2 forms. He's like, you need 2 forms. I'm crying, I'm bawling, I'm looking at the view in front of me like, yo, like, where am I at? Why am I here? And then I'm mad, I'm dogging that weirdo asshole out like, you weird asshole. But you feel me? This whole blocked me on my way here like a weirdo. Like, bitch, if you didn't want me to come, you should have said that shit, you weirdo. My God, bitches is weird. So I'm like, all right, cool. So now I'm on the phone with sis. She knows, she's piping. She's like, sis, don't panic. You know you like, she GGE for real, like Global Gang Entertainment, like we GGE, you feel me? So she was getting my ear, she was getting my ass first, like, sis, go ask the manager if, I'm like, sis, I tried, they not letting me, I need 2 forms. Like, it was like, I was like, can you just take a picture? Because I had a picture of my passport. They're like, we don't accept that. So I'm out there crying, I'm bawling. I seen this girl. She's really sweet. I was like, do you know any other clubs? I'm panicking. And she was just like, no, I don't. You really need 2 forms. And I'm like, damn. So I'm just looking in front of me like, what the fuck? So then the manager come outside. He's like, are you from out of town? I said, yes. He said, I'll let you work today. I said, thank the Lord, bro. Thank the Lord. So I go in. I do the paperwork. Onyx does like fingerprint thing. I don't know if it's, I think it's like in every club though. Because when I went to Onyx in Houston, I didn't work at Onyx, but when I went to Onyx in Houston, they fingerprint. So I did all that, boom, boom, boom. I changed. I got ready. I'm gearing up. I need to make some shake tonight. I was in that bitch from 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. The girls I met were really sweet. They were really, really sweet. And I was asking them, I said, do y'all know her? I think something happened to her, because I was genuinely concerned. Whole time this hoe blocked me like a weird ass hoe, instead of just, you know what I'm saying, keeping it troll. Like, I don't really think we should woo. I would have been okay. Like, I don't care. I was already in the D. Could have made all my money here. That's where I make my money anyway. I'm only coming to Indiana to meet you. We had plans to get bread real quick, go on a little world tour, and we could have part. Like, it didn't have to be nothing serious, you weirdo. Like, that hoe's so weird. Like, why would you do that? I'm a woman at the end of the day. It don't matter. I'm asking them, do y'all know this hoe? They ain't know her. So I'm like, all right, because I'm hated in my city. Okay, so why they didn't know you? Bye, next. But anyway, so now there was no customers in that club. Okay, I get it. It was a weird day. I can't remember what day of the week it was. I think it was Thursday. So now I'm like, you know what? I already put in my head, I'm just going to take the bus back to the D. I'm not going to stay here, because if I stayed in this hole from 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. and I only made $3, then there was one customer, okay, he bought me 2 drinks. I'm going to drink because I'm depressed. I'm scared and I'm stranded. I've been stranded, but not in nobody's Midwest. In Indy fucking Anna. So I'm on the phone with sis. You know, sis was there for me for the whole time, like, swear to God. So now, the dude, the customer, he's telling me that he got a car, Acura TL 2002. He's like, if you come to Virginia, I'll sell it to you for $1,000. I said no. He's like, do you know how to drive? I said yes. He said, maybe you should do trucking. I said no. He said, you don't want to work there. You don't want no business. I said, sir, respectfully, leave me alone. I'm not in the mood today. I don't want to talk. I don't want to. You're weird. I don't want to hear you. Like, you're telling me you don't trick on females. I don't know why dudes do this. This is why the strip club culture, to me, like, I'm starting to just, like, edge away from it, because it's not the same. It's like a whole dudes want to show and tell. They want to pop shit like they cute. Stop coming to clubs saying you don't trick on bitches or you don't trick on women, because it's weird. Throw your little cash. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. If you don't like it, go to a regular bar, bro. So I was just like, you know what? I'm packing it up. I'm leaving. I got some good chicken. The chicken was good. And the girl, me and her, we got some chicken, some fries. And we was chill. Like, I met some nice girls. That's all I could say. And I even told them to go to the D, because that was crazy. That was crazy. Like, Indiana, I seen pilgrims. I mean, like, I just don't even understand. Like, they downtown was cool. I mean, it was very active, but, like, I seen pilgrims. The crackheads was active. Anyway, like, yeah, like I was saying, so it was just, to me, it was just like, one, I was just like, you know what, the club scene, we was all in the locker room. We was coming back tired, pissed. It was cold. We was all in there like, yeah, it's time to go back to work, like 9 to 5. We was all agreeing on that, because it just like, the recession is bad. Not only is it bad, it's just like, men change. Like, instead of respecting and supporting the hustle, they bash it. But I ended up just taking the bus, going back to the D, and just flying. I just packed it all up. My period ended up coming, so I was mad, because I could have just worked, you feel me, real quick to try to... Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. My period ended up coming, so I had to hang it up. And I was just like, you know something, I'm just gonna go home. Like, that shit had me fucked up. And like the thing about it is just like, I was glad that God protected me from that, in that whole situation, because like, I was in the Midwest. Midwest is known for their high sex trafficking, kidnappings, you know what I'm saying? I'm a pretty girl. But it's just like, I don't know why weirdo did that when I could have just stayed in the D. But other than that, it's just like, I'm never going back to Indiana. I mean, they say never. I have no intentions on going back to Indiana. Like, none. I was really scared. Like, that shit was so weird. I seen pilgrims. Like I said, it was crazy. Like, yo, I look back at the situation like, damn, you feel me? I would never do no chick like that. Like, if I tell them to come down, I'm at least give them an opportunity and chance to get some money before they could, you know, like, but it's cool when shit happens. You know, I'm not mad. You know, I charge everything to the game. But yes, so that was my story time. How I got stranded in Indiana. I think that's all. I'm trying to make sure I got every detail. And then the bus driver was mad rude because I don't like having the phone to my ear. I had it on speaker. He was on intercom like, please take your phone off speaker. No. And then, first off, I missed this shit. When I was in the bus station about to leave Indiana, I went to go to the vending machine. And then this guy came up to me and he was like, I like you. I like you. He was a foreigner. And I was like, you don't know me. Like, I was being nice talking to him because sometimes I'd be scared of men, so I'd be trying to be nice. He's like, I like you, I like you. I said, you don't know me. I asked him where he was going. He said he was going to Louisville, Kentucky. He hopped on the same bus I was on. You was not going to Louisville, Kentucky. So then, when I seen him get on the bus, he was like, can I sit next to you? I was like, no, get away from me. Like, dead ass. Like, I blitzed on him because I was already aggravated. I was in Indiana. So then, I got up to use the bathroom. He's piercing me, staring me dead in my face. I'm like, bro, are you good? Like, you straight? Like, you feel me? I'm like, you weird. Like, I was just like so over it. Like, anybody was liable to get it. I didn't even give a fuck. I was on straight demon time because when I'm not from there, two, don't play with me. But the people in the hotel, they were really nice. They told me that I blended in, which is like sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. So it's like, you feel me? So, word of advice, ladies, don't be like me and do dumbass shit like that. Cause, whoo, Lord Jesus, I'm just glad I made it out that bitch alive. But you know, I go through a lot of shit, eat it up, charge it to the game. Like, you feel me? You know, I'm young, so I'm not gonna keep making the same fuck ups, but I'm gonna tighten up. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that concludes my story of how I got stranded in Indianapolis, Indiana. And I hope y'all enjoyed it. Even though, like, I was all over the place and scrambly. That's how all my stories are. But yes, anyways, keep it cute. Classy. Sprinkle a little bougie. Sprinkle a little ghetto. Mix it all up, baby. You get what you get. Like, comment, and subscribe. Post notifications on. It's about to be a movie. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Bye, guys.